Please follow my channel. Dota WTF.
There was always this duo within SCA for at least 2 years. They were the best support duo out there, and clearly showing why. Just their positioning always on point, spell usage, recognition of where's safe to play on the map, and I feel like they're not going to feel too confident in going forward now, because that BKB Black Hole Disruptor in the Flaming Lasso, it's not available
anymore. Look at this observer ward. So much information. They're going to be cautious, T1. Natsumi's going to charge forward, but the traps again. That opportunity to be able to reposition. Ana's considering about beating back onto the Phantom Lancer, but he's very hesitant with his own positioning.
Bought the shard on Ana as well. I have that little bit of silence to be able to stop, for example, the Shadow Demon for going for the saves.
They have the Rolling Thunder back up. They used it previously, I believe, with the Arcane from Lelouch. Have it back available for this team fight. Next, Roche is going to be spawning shortly as well, but look at them charging forward. That's a big pickoff. They get the Earthshaker. It's a lot of their stun control in the middle of the fight.
They found Thompson. That's even better.
Go to the Omni Knight instead. They're onto the Whitemon Omni, but they might not be able to bring him down. Instantly utilizing the ultimate. It's going to give him enough coverage, but out to the right. Forces in. What a disastrous black hole. As T1 have got no response. The ultimate to secure the team fight is dire. They need to get out. You can't lead back into the middle now. It's Polaris. They'll come out on top once again and more than likely secure the pit.
It will indeed. They've got the vision. They've got the heroes to be able to do so. And, well, take an absolute miracle play coming through here from Zephyr. Maybe an Echo Slam to go into the pit, but it's just not worth it. I feel like this Aegis isn't going to change matters all that much. Obviously, it would be great if T1 could pick it up, but it's not worth the risk. Not when you're risking falling out of these SCA qualifiers and losing a chance for that straight path to the group stage. Just doing the little things right. Positioning from AU, scouting out any kind of smokes that might bring the game back into T1's. But the Aeon disc purchase coming out from Lelouch, making him survive during the middle of that team fight. He went onto the backlines and Ana, he was pretty good with the right clicks.
Marcy. Goku's gonna get the jump as well into the Shadow Deer, but now Natsumi's showing up. A great leap from Thompson up to the high gun. The Zeus going to be able to reposition. Cuckoo protected for the moment with the BKB as well, but it's got some difficulties with escaping because as soon as the BKB expires, they'll close the distance and secure the kill. But Ana up to the north is having a free fight for the moment. Zephyr's going to step in with the Echo Slam as well, but there's no damage follow-up. As Polaris once again doing an incredible job thanks to the banishment from AU, buying them enough time to retreat.
So low as well. They all get away on barely anything. Avius, he did have to use the buyback, but again, it's another kill that you're able to claim onto this Batrider. More scaling that's going to be coming through. I mean, PL, level 21, for a little bit of Phantom Rush range. He can look to play from afar. Really, obviously, they've got the capabilities to deal with it with the Zeus. You know, Thompson, he's level 18 now, so that's nice. A little bit lower cooldown on the Thunder Gods and the bonus damage coming through too, but if you're revealing yourself to be able to clear these PL illusions, then you just open yourself up to get jumped on. KB on Thompson. He's tired of getting mana burned. Tired of getting chain stunned with this Rolling Thunder. Kind of feels like I feel like they need a gem on Polaris. The only thing in my eyes that's keeping them in this goal.
At the moment. Beautiful double fissure. Are they going to be able to move in though with this start? T1 playing the distance. Ana's going to try and get the jump. The last right click, it's enough to get the kill. It's a big one to be able to bring down. They get Marcy as well, but in the middle of the team fight, Lelouch and Natsumi, they're onto Cuckoo. It's not going to be enough damage because meanwhile, Ana is just ripping the backline apart. A triple kill for the Templar Assassin. It's going to move over towards the Pangolier with the blink back online. Ana gets an ultra, and all of a sudden, T1 are back in this game 3.
All it takes is one team fight, and it's just a little bit short as well of the initiation that they were going for. They were a little bit short on some of these big ultimate cooldowns, and even just the Aeon Disc wasn't available on the Pango at the time, so it meant that they were having to be forced away. It gives them a longer cooldown now on the Aeon Disc, which means that they're able to play around some of these longer cooldowns a little bit more effectively on T1. Taking a Tier 1 tower, absolutely amazing, but Ana, he is starting to really dish out the damage, and he's finished up the Daedalus as well.
We see what can happen when... Well, back to live. Natsumi's on some of the heroes at T1. Cuckoo's going to be okay. I don't know if White One's going to be in trouble, though. Phantom Rush is back up. Natsumi's got to be a bit cautious. They're starting to connect. Zephyr has the Echo Slam, but without other members, they won't be able to get the kill, and that is the gem. Well, it should please get the gem. Please don't let the Cory get the gem.
Yeah, AU's pinging it. AU's pinging it. Oh,
my
Korea. Run away! Run away! Oh, not the Shadow Demon.
The miss!
Oh, the miss!
No!
The miss again!
Misses! What's going on?
Okay.
What did I just witness? What? Oh my lord. Alright, this is a big item. PL's about to have Nullifier completed, so that will really take the Omni Knight completely out of the equation.
He immediately goes and buys it and says, look, you don't have Guardian Angel for this little bit. We've got a minute left on Aegis. Let's try and get at least this Tier 2 tower.
Yeah, I think so. And I think for T1, very similar to what we saw, how their last team fight played out, it needs to be the Earthshaker and TA combined together. I've mentioned a lot, but you need to play distance. You need to kind of play the edge of the team fights, fissure from afar into the enchant totem, and have the long-range TA be able to right-click them down, kite in and out. If you can do that successfully and kill off some of the supports, all of a sudden you got a numbers advantage, and we can just see what the damage can come out from Ana. Because he went this Daedalus, like he's avoiding BKB, and no doubt about it, you have an Omni Knight to protect you, so now that he's got his damage items, he can consider going back into the BKB, kind of enable him to right-click.
He's been caught out in the lane a few times, but his positioning in the team fights has been pretty damn solid, right? To be able to get away with not going that BKB against a Pango that's constantly rolling through, against the Marcy that's wanting to jump on top of you every single time. That bottom tower for free, it was already very low. They'll be able to claim mid though. Thompson doing his best to shove it out. Up by Whitemon. A little bit further behind. For another smoke here. Will this one catch out? And know that Ana's up top. Might be Zephyr in good position once again. Able to find this one out. Avoid the lane though. Trying for the big wraparound. It's not quite in the Ana spot. A little bit south of that. But Xavius, will the smoke pop? Shaker, that's not the target they want though. Oh, it's out in time. Oh, the Spidey senses, man.
Very nicely done. Very nicely done indeed. T1. 6,000 deficit for them. The items once again starting to be accumulated. You even got some 20 talents, in particular Thompson. Extra damage with the Thunder God's Wrath, plus 100. What level is on? Oh, he's 22, so he's well and truly past that. It's gone for the Melt Dispels in a game like this.
Tense, isn't it?
Oh, very tense, with so much on the line as well. We've mentioned time and time again, but the last chance qualifiers are going to be an absolute bloodbath. Only two teams moving over to the group stages, and both T1 and Polaris want that opportunity to face talent in the grand finals. Making to the groups would mean so much for these teams. They don't just want to be in the last chance qualifiers, they want to be battling it out at the TI venue.
They know there's smokes happening. They saw Thompson using the Chain Lightning in the laning stage. They want to find this backline. If they could get forced, that would be enormous. He doesn't quite yet have the Aeon disc, so he's immediately booking it to the rest of his team and the safety of AU.
We're going to see Xavius, the only target they've seen at the moment. It looks like T1. I like the call. Yeah. Like, no, we're not going to take a fight where we know Polaris are being able to set up a formation and drop some wards down. We'll force them to come to us, but kind of the issue with that is top is getting shoved out, so someone might have to show.
I think maybe Force might have summoned
Cuckoo just stole a Spell Prism. That's a pretty big item, man.
Is that stolen?
Yeah.
Oh, it
PL,
was.
yeah. Instantly just runs over to Thompson, gives him the Spell Prism, a little bit of a laugh as well. All right.
I want to see if they get a telescope as well on T1's side. They got one on Polaris, but he wasn't really lucky on Ana with some of his neutral items. Like now the Mindbreaker, the Titan Sliver, they're of course totally fine. But he just wants that little bit of extra attack range, right? For either the Grove Bow or the Enchanted Quiver.